Okay, here goes nothing. First gun of the 4. I've got to do 300 Pack-a-Punch kills with the KVD Enforcer. Oh, what? Dude, it finished after it left. Why does this keep happening? Are you kidding me, dude? Yes, it tracked. This was actually the worst one to do as well. Thank God it's done. Okay, next one up. Okay, our next one up is the MCW 6.8, aka can't say that name because it's profanity, according to this game. 300 Pack-a-Punch kills. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Please pop up. What the fuck? Oh my God, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, what the hell? Jesus, there we go. Right, time to get out of here. Yes, okay. Next one up. Let's go. Okay, you know what's going on. Next one is the DM56. Whoop whoop. Oh, God. Have I done it? No, I haven't. Hey up. Oh, there we go. God, my game is lagging out so much. Okay, there it is. So, I've just got the last one to do, which is the MTZ Interceptor. So, let's get this over with. Okay, here goes nothing. Another gun that's apparently profanity to say. So, we can't say MTZ Interceptor, apparently. Anyway, let's get on with it. Oh my God. LOL! What the fuck? Oh, okay. I think I've got like 40 to go, if I've been counting correctly. Hey up. Wait, has it finished? It's finished and the thing's left again. This is a joke. This is becoming some common pattern now. I don't know why, but at least we got it done. Here we go. It's done. Oh my God, I finished them all. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, let's get to the video, guys. Okay, guys, so as you can see from the intro, I have finished ZIRCON scale for the 4 base Marksman rifles in Zombies. So, I figured let's get straight into this. Let's not waffle. So, yeah, this was honestly one of the weirdest weapon classes. I think possibly the worst one I've done by far. You would think the snipers would have been the worst, but there was 3 of those, which already makes it far better than doing these 4. And of those snipers, a lot of them were one-shots for the most part, and they were pretty simple. But Marksman rifles, I mean, they were not the most fun, and I have to say, I hated it at the very start because the KVD Enforcer had one of the worst challenges ever, and I felt like I was taking a millennia to get that one done. Even though it was probably about 3-4 days, it still felt like ages because with all the other weapons, they've been doable in 1 match, 2 matches. So I honestly really didn't like these weapons as opposed to some of the other ones in this grind so far. Yeah, with that being said, let's just kind of discuss the challenges and what we had to face in doing ZIRCON scale for these Marksman rifles. So the first weapon is the KVD Enforcer, and yeah, one of the worst challenges for this gun was its second base camo. It was the 10 disciple kills. Now, honestly, I don't know why these base camos always have to be so tedious compared to the ZIRCON scale challenges or the Golden Enigma, whatever challenge you're doing as the mastery camos. They are easier, but then these base camos have to be so goddamn tedious for no reason. I don't know why. By the way, just as far as like the ZIRCON scale challenge, for anyone who's new and hasn't watched any of these videos before and you don't know what I usually say, here's just the general advice, and you're probably already doing this already. If you're not and you're new to the game completely, the quickest way to get ZIRCON scale challenge done is just to do your 300 Pack-a-Punch kills at an exfil site. So just keep calling them in and killing the zombies. There's about 80 zombies, I think, that spawn roughly per call-in. So if you do it about 3-4 times, you'll get the 300 Pack-a-Punch kills done. Of course, you have to Pack-a-Punch 1 at least on your weapon before you start that challenge, but ZIRCON scale is easy. But as opposed to the actual base challenges, can we just talk about them? I mean, seriously, the 10 disciple kills wouldn't be so difficult if I didn't have to use a Marksman rifle, for one thing, and 2, if I didn't have to go into a medium threat zone with a Marksman rifle. These 2 things alone make this thing completely AIDS, because the disciples do not spawn in normal threat zones. They only spawn in medium to high threat zones, but you're most likely going to find them by doing exfil call-ins in the medium threat zones. So you'll usually get about 1 per spawn, but that's not always guaranteed. So I would say you've got a chance of it being 50% chance. To be fair, it could be like a 30% chance, because sometimes I've called them in 3 times in a row before I actually get one to spawn in. So about 30 to 50% chance that you'll get a disciple spawning in per exfil. The killing of the actual disciple isn't difficult. Once you've got at least 2 pack-a-punches on your weapon, or maybe even just 1, and you've got a high rarity on your weapon, this isn't going to be difficult. The reason it's so hard, though, is because of all the zombies that spawn in around the disciple and that are sprinting at you. And because this is a marksman rifle and you have to reload quite a lot, and the reloading isn't exactly very quick, plus you have to have a lot of high damage just to take down 1 zombie as it is, you're going to run through your rounds pretty damn quickly using the KVD Enforcer, and as a result, you're probably going to get knocked. And to make it even worse, if you don't kill that goddamn disciple in the short amount of time that you've managed to get its health down, it will probably despawn. That has happened to me multiple times while trying to kill disciples. I've gotten them like down half their health or something like that. I get knocked by a bunch of zombies that have spawned around it, and then next thing you know, poof, the fucking disciples disappeared. So it actually sucks. This challenge is garbage, but rest assured, this is probably the only bad challenge you're realistically going to have to put up with. The rest of the challenges for these guns are more or less smooth sailing, real fun to do. So you can also find them just floating around the map, or you can do contracts like the bounty contracts inside of the medium threat zones, and there's a chance that they will actually spawn as your bounty, so you can kill disciples as a bounty, I'm pretty sure, in the medium threat zones. And I'm pretty sure you can even challenge them in the ether storms. The zombies in the ether storms are like tier 3 zombies, so basically the equivalent of going into the high threat zone, and they're fast, and you need to have a gas mask, preferably the new golden filter gas mask, which isn't very easy to get as it is. You'd have to have at least 2 to 3 plates on you, a high pack-a-punch, and then a high rarity on your gun. So I really wouldn't advise you doing the ether storm disciples, because they are very, very strong. So either way, you're going to get this one done eventually, but it just sucks. Sorry I blabbered about that one for so long, but that one actually sucks. And the other one was to do for the KVD Enforcer was to get 10 kills in 5 seconds 10 times. This is going to be doable with at least pack-a-punch 1 or 2 on your weapon, or a high rarity, of course, like epic or legendary ether tools onto your weapon, and of course, you know, just going into the exfil sites and doing those. You'll get them if you get the zombies in mass bulks by going around in circles and shooting at them all at once, and this will usually get this one done. The other one was 250 kills in the medium or high threat zone. So pretty self-explanatory. Go to the orange or red areas of the map and just do your 250 kills. So that's the KVD Enforcer, the worst one of all of them to do challenge-wise. And so the next weapon we had to do was the MCW 6.8, aka Redacted. You can't say this name because it's profanity. If you get what I mean, you get what I mean. But essentially, this one was pretty simple. This one was 100 kills on enemies affected by a tactical. That was one of the weirder challenges for this gun that I didn't quite like, but it wasn't difficult. Just throw down a tactical, so it could be a stun, it could be a gas grenade, it could be a flashbang, it could be a decoy grenade, it could be a symbol monkey, or as we call them, the monkey bombs. Anything that's a tactical type of equipment that usually distracts or blinds or affects the zombies in any way, you got to do that and kill the zombies affected by that. Yeah, that one was a bit annoying to do, but not difficult. It's very doable, especially if you're getting loads of zombies coming in at exfils. I think one of the most easiest ways is to just do it with the monkey bombs or decoy grenades, because usually you'll get about 10, maybe something zombies that will gather in one area when you're throwing those down, because they're distraction grenades. So that one usually works the best, but you can still, of course, do it with gas, stuns, flashes, you know what I mean. And then the other one was 250 kills with the MCW 6.8 at rare or higher rarities. Of course, if you guys don't know this already, I'm going to give the advice I've given with some of these other ZIRCON scale videos, but the easiest way to get a rare or higher rarity on your weapon is to gather rare ether tools, legendary ether tools, or epic ether tools. Any of those can be gathered most easily from doing certain contracts, so they can appear inside of your reward rift by some chance. It's not always a high chance that they'll be any higher than rare, but rare, of course, is what we're going for, at least at the minimum. Or you can, of course, clear out infested strongholds or ether nests. I never really say ether nests in these videos because because they're basically just smaller versions of strongholds, and they're probably not going to have as many merc crates to loot from them. But either of these will contain a lot of chests once you've cleared them out and gotten rid of all of the spores off the wall, or cysts. Yes, if you get rid of all the cysts, you can then officially unlock all of the crates in the building and you can loot them, and that's a great way of getting your rare, epic, and legendary ether tools. Granted, you'll probably never get a legendary one from them, but you can get ether tools that way as well. And you can even just loot random chests, you know, crates around the medium or high threat zones. They will often sometimes contain ether tools in them, so just get the rare or higher rarity, the blue, purple, or orange one to be specific, put it on your weapon, do 250 kills. Pretty self-explanatory. This other one, 200 critical kills, that's just headshots. 200 headshots, you'll get that done pretty simply. And of course, if you don't know this, if you're struggling with headshots, just pick yourself up the Deadshot Daiquiri perk, and that will make you pretty much magnetic to the heads of any zombies, so that one will make headshots super simple if you're struggling. So that is the MCW 6.8, and then the very next weapon we had to do for the Marksman rifles, this one was probably the easiest because it was a lot of fun to use anyway. But yeah, honestly, this one had one which was just 250 kills with full attachments. That literally doesn't mean anything special. It's not some sort of perk that you gotta have on or something. No, full attachments just means have 5 attachments on your gun. I'm pretty sure most of you understand that and do 250 kills. So you can literally 2 birds that shit with 1 stone whilst doing your normal 250 kills challenge. That one's simple. The other one was 10 Mangler kills, and this one is nowhere near as hard as the Disciple kill, because as you guys know, Manglers are even more common than any of the other type of spawnable elite zombies. Like, these are the easiest ones to find. If you do normal exfils inside of a normal tier zone, you'll guaranteed have about 2 of them that will spawn each exfil, which is super simple. And if you go into medium threat zones, you can get 3 to 4 of them sometimes. So, I mean, they're very simple to get at exfil sites. You'll probably find them sometimes wandering around, maybe not as commonly as finding random disciples floating around, but you can find Manglers wandering around, and you can kill Manglers through doing the bounty contracts in any of the tiers. So you can go to a low threat zone and do it there, and you don't have to worry about, you know, having to go into a medium or high threat zone. So Manglers are much more common to find in this game. There's a bunch of ways you'll find them. Hell, they'll probably even spawn in doing any contract, even when you're doing the escort missions. At least I do know with the escort missions, sometimes Manglers spawn in a lot there as well. So you can do that one really simply. Just do 10 of those. And another one was 250 kills whilst in tac stance. So tactical stance is essentially when your gun is turned like this on its side, where you're not able to actually properly pull it in or do anything like this. It's just kind of like on a tilt like this, and it should be one of the buttons on your D-pad if you're on console. For me, I think it's left on the D-pad, and it will like alter the weapon's angle. You'll know when it does it. If you look in the bottom corner of your screen, it will probably show a bunch of different scopes and little buttons underneath to explain which button you press on your controller or whatever you're using to change the scope, perspective, or whatever it is in the bottom right corner. So that's all that is. Just do a 250 kills while the weapon's tilted like this. So the DM56 was very simple, very straightforward. I think I did all of those in one match because you could literally overlap so many of those challenges at once. Finally, we had the MTZ Interceptor. And honestly, again, I might as well call this one redacted number 2, because you can't even put in MTZ Interceptor as your custom loadout name either, because that one apparently is profanity. I don't know how the hell they managed to make their own gun names profanity when you're trying to name them their own name. It's really weird. But anyway, the weird challenges for this were basically getting 100 kills shortly after using a field upgrade, and this one is not fun. I had to slowly but surely keep hitting the healing aura. It takes a while to get your field upgrade to actually recharge up, and you have to get zombie kills, a lot of them as well, before it actually fully charges up. You've got to hit it, and then you've got to get a bunch of zombies as quickly as possible. I'm not actually sure how quick you have to be. I'm pretty sure it might be like a 5 to 10 second timer, basically, before it stops counting kills after you've hit the field upgrade. But this one was annoying. It's not difficult, it's just annoying and slow, and you've got to get 100 kills while doing that, so it really sucks. Anyway, the other one was 30 Hellhound kills. Hellhounds, as we all know, the little bastards, they chase you pretty much anywhere. No matter where you're going, you could literally go for a stroll through Urzikstan, and you'd have one crawling up your ass. So these ones aren't hard to get, and they will spawn in at pretty much any place you go, whether they just spawn randomly at exfils during a contract, they spawn in anywhere. So 30 hellhounds is actually pretty simple. And the last one, again, is another challenge asking us to do rare or higher rarity. So as I've already advised, this one's pretty simple to do. Just find your rare or higher ether tools, put it on your weapon, and get your kills. So that is all of the challenges broken down, explained, given some tips for maybe to make it a bit easier for you for these guns. Now let's rank these marksman rifles. I don't know how this compares to my Forged videos, like I always say, because I can't be asked checking, but the number one best marksman rifle for sure is the DM56. The DM56 is absolutely beautiful. That thing hits so well, has perfect accuracy, and it's just so much fun to use, and it just makes such a good noise as well. Can we just talk about the gun sounds? Like, they're just so clean. Like, the DM56 is definitely number one out of these marksman rifles. The second best, and I'm going to have a tie here, those two are the KVD Enforcer and the MCW 6.8. They both have a similar firing rate. They're both pretty reliable. I have to say, maybe there might be a difference with ammo count. They feel very similar, and they're both enjoyable to use. And in final place, we're going to have to put the MTZ Interceptor. I'm sorry, buddy, you're going at the bottom. You're the least fun to use of the four. Not because it's really that bad, it's just that it has more of a noticeable recoil and kickback effect when you're firing it. Either way, they're all pretty decent marksman rifles. They're just not very fun to use in zombies, as you can imagine. So that's the real takeaway from these camo grinds. They can alter a lot in how fun they are from multiplayer versus zombies, because some guns just feel perfect for zombies. Some, however, just feel like they're better for multiplayer, and that's where I have to say marksman rifles really have a difference, because marksman rifles are not a go-to for zombies, and they are not fun to use overall in zombies. But we got through them, we got them done. That leaves me now with 3 weapon classes left. I've only got pistols, which I've actually already made a start on those, and I've then got the LMGs and SMGs. So we're not too far now off from Serpent tonight, so I'm really looking forward to that, and of course getting Borealis. But anyway, other than that, thank you everyone for watching. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to drop a big like on this video. It helps your boy out, and it helps the video in the algorithm, so it's much appreciated. Drop me a comment letting me know what you think of ZIRCON scale. I personally think it's pretty ass, but hey, it's not the worst camo in the world. And be sure to also check out all the links down below in the description. It's much appreciated. Other than that, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.